Welcome. More Outer Worlds in Byzantium, Byzantine. And where I was. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get distillery. Um, oh yeah, so you can
Got your paperwork squared away?
just walk your way through. Ah, so I can just go in the back door. That's fine. I'll just leave this. I'll do the pass to the front door as well. Oh, that's the first beacon thing.
You must be joking. Our affairs. Oh, there! That's one right there. How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking. Admittedly. Now if only you could gracefully take a shower, preferably in whatever hovel you came from. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful, and if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time.
Oh, I see.
You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. The worst thing to happen to Halcyon. A contest that gives even the lowliest to most inefficient workers a chance to live in Byzantium. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Oh, by the law. I mean the principle of it, not the mechanics. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, You look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes. Listen to your... What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, Vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital.
Yeah. What a bonus. What is these things lying down? Your house. No, I can't even get in your house.
Did you hear? Marjorie Dalton and Archibald Harris are redecorating with real crystal faux windows.
Laws. Out of style 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Size stick. I was going to visit Ellie's
There's
parents.
my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade
Why, we're anyway.
solvent and desperation.
I haven't good stuff.
Never thought I'd say this, but some.
Oh, a nice spot.
Marilyn, is that you?
Laws, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Are you trying to make me look bad?
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
What did you do?
Why, we did what any grieving parents would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Hey! You're supposed to be on my side. Wouldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind. She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Shitbags.
Let's talk outside.
And it's still a good hooch. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed. What of words fizzles?
A word, Captain? Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know? And I've got a reputation to maintain. I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective. But I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. As long as I don't develop a taste for Woolgonzola and bad legal dramas, that's fine by me. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
Oh.
I ever tell you about this one patient? One had her eyebrows moved up and the tip of her nose raised.
What? Why? Was she trying to disguise herself? She on the run or something?
For the good old days.
So she'd always be looking down on everyone.
You are making the Byzantine life seems awful cushy. Could get myself used to kicking back for a spell.
It's all paperwork, ass-kissing, and stuffy parties where everyone eats too much.
An overabundance of food sounds just fine to me.
The guy's still out.
Not when you're on call, pumping stomachs all
Jesus,
night.
he did or something. Look at
I
down.
love Byzantium. What else are you doing?
CNP pancake mix. Now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Prosperity Plaza, where the shops never close. Now, make your way to the bustling region of Emerald Vale. Prepare to be dazzled by the Vale's breathtaking lava flows. Rated the third most impressive in Halcyon.
Auntie Cleo's ketchup. Organic. Deep.
Oh, gotta fly off one. Just gonna save the sprats.
Free, dairy free, nut free.
Do all the quests.
That episode from a few weeks ago?
There we go. More spreads. Hey, buddy. You're fast, aren't you?
System.
I got another fight me.
Unexpected. Exiting security enforcement mode.
That half middle spread. Four HP this week, eh? And there's Mel. Four little spreads. Darling. Yeah, my rounds. How'd you get there? What was other game? Why is it not working?
Damn, but we're good.
That shrink. Done.
I won't tell.
Tip. I like that. Hey buddies, what's happening? Who is this last one? That way. Okay. Here's a big scrap. Yeah.
Their mistake.
Another one.
Who's ready for more? And I thought nothing fun ever happened in this town.
Oh, that was fun. What is anything else down here? Look at this. Oh, yeah, whatever.
Nicely done.
Oh, what? Okay.
Great work.
This goes. It's on the outside.
I never could have handled the desk job.
Oh, it's way up there. Here's. Anywhere left. A bit left. I'm mostly today then. Curious. Oh, those workers steal from.
What do you think you're doing? Oh, I guess, never mind then.
It was a must saved. Oh boy. She might be a while ago. Oh, that's right. Oh, I want to wear. That's the wrong one. what I want. Is it? Oh, that's it. Yeah, stuff. Couples district, okay.
Hey, stop! What do you think you're doing?
Attack.
I'm not negotiating.
Can I get in there? Annoying. Yeah, maybe I need to both stealing.
Hey, sorry about your folks, Sally.
I'm just sorry I forgot to
What's
search
this
the
one?
liquor cabinet before we left.
I know that's a joke, but be careful.
Oh,
I
Dr.
lost him
Chartrand.
once. After I buried him, I raided his Rizzo stash for a bit
I
of
don't really
comfort.
want to kill him.
And I ain't stopped drinking since.
Hey, who says that's a
Yeah,
bad
how
thing?
did I do? Oh, I done for now. We're gonna handle this, Kristen. This guy happy.
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnson.
It is pretty good. Fabric thing's really annoying.
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn! I'm never letting you out of my sight again! Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Okay, access to his.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how...
HP 5 HP is.
dreadful the paperwork is. Don't I ever, my dear fellow? Why, I spent 3 hours filing a discussion.
It's downstairs.
I only wish they weren't showing.
CNP Force Pocket. Get information in 1.5 seconds. Force Pocket.
Why is it? What? Oh, it's in there. Okay.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or...
Really? Retirement district.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement.
Each character now is printed in festival. Festival is placed in advanced turbo encabulator. For the flying through to make engines instant tube. First of all, it aligns with the central action metrics of one of the single day.
Center. You, the lucky few, have been...
Each 100,000 workers fly every time. Even after weeding out undesirable or unqualified candidates.
Selected to spend the rest of your days.
This by the time some crime was committed.
Living the high life.
Oh yeah, one for talking your education. No, something like that. All of it.
Your own private district in Byzantium.
Brainchild Minister of Earth Aloysius Clark, endorsed by Chairman Charles Rockwell.
When
You see 200 pounds of steel lumber towards you, don't panic.
When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse.
Anything good here? No.
Furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required.
We're beginning a new life. That's what you can see defined. You're referred to as the employee, sent to the rules and regulations of the corporation. Each current should send to recover any lost or stolen items the employee must retrieve from within 30 hours, or the goods will be forfeit. I can see.
After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Boar's
Kill
Barbecue
these
or
retirees.
Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet.
Sounds like hell down here. What do we got? The factory and meatworks? What is it? Everyone's dead. Cool.
Does that elevator go back up?
Yeah, that looks great. Good stuff. Everyone's literally dead.
Pulse system alert. Security building residential creeping.
Oh, my ass. items. These retirees are poor, man.
Nice one! Unauthorized person beginning security.
Take him down! Nice one!
Did I miss anyone? Gonna miss the love. Oh, we got some big ones. There's some good times. Right now I can still attack.
Watch a pro at work! Anyone else? Oh, wait. This would be a great arena match, but the
I like how these Jenners are doing their thing. Or we're like having a big ass battle. I get video footage to this lady. I should send her here actually. Before I got in here. That would be more fun. We could retire early with everyone else. Oh, it's sealed, eh? Shotgun Ultra, that sounds cool. I would like to formally request a refund on my T-Mil shotgun. It retires it as the most reliable tool with saving regular beats to meet with mechanisms. Let it use so I'm glad it misfires. No. Everyone's dead. This fun while it lasted, guys. Oh, don't mean to do that. Just like learning everything, you know, just be thorough. Even though there's no need to. Oh, is that everything? Yeah. Alright, let's go to the terminal. This should be fun. Might need to get my hacking gear on. And stuff and hack. Oh, disable to make. That's great. I'm still hatched. Well, I could have just done that and they would all been gone. But we didn't. That's fine though. Still got to hack it for the XP. And I got to kill them all. At least you could have snuck there and save them all without fighting. Oh, there's a whole lot down here though. Would have had to fight all these guys. There are lots of them. Oh, I can handle them.
Oh, security setting active.
Really? You gonna do some security? I want to kill them all actually, because I get XP for that, so... I need my hacking gear on. Oh. Yeah. What is it? I always forget this one, eh? No.
Unexpected
Great
noise
work.
identified.
Alright, let's kill them all. Which end do we start from? You start from the door, I guess. Not safe here. Alright, security guys. I'm gonna... Where do we fight from? Nothing here. Eyes on, they're not really doing much.
That's the last of them.
Shiny toys. Oh, there's 800 XP. Where'd you leave? Got these ones here too.
They're in my sight.
Easy. Eyes on weakness. Banditize has damage. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I'll take more plasma damage for a good perk point. I don't really give a shit about the perks though. It'd be nice if they were a bit more nicer. Cool. Where do I go? Exit now. Oh, that was in the tunnels. Oh, yeah. How many rounds? 10,000. That was fun. Oh, dang. Oh, it's parked. Oh. Maybe.
No one tells you how much of the job is waiting for action.
Nice to read. Throw. Hmm. Where am I going? That's this tricky.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of
Go away, I want my head on.
impropriety radiating off of him?
Why is it? Oh, bloody robot feeling. Who's the robot? Oh, he's there.
I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope. I knew it. I just knew it. What a disaster. Did you get a good look around? What was it like? Toothbrushes? Why, that is positively gaudy. I must have one. I can't believe they kept this from us. From me. The nerve. The audacity. Here, take your payment. I have to fetch my things. I don't care what I have to do. They'll give me luxury or give me death.
Her words.
Oh, that's what you get. Alright, go do the insurance thing. Would like that. Helping their rich buddies out.
Remember that shit.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Oh, that insurance agency. Alright. I gotta talk to this, yeah, look at that, look at this. I can get this Melissa's package somehow. This is, oh, it's over there. My stealing gears. Cool.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Always social like a fair. x015 was ransacked. Oh, yeah. Yes. Go down into your lab. Extraterrestrials. Funny. Nice
That's
tank.
top of the line equipment.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? My what? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. Just give me a second to explain myself. If you still want to shoot me, at least it'll be for an accurate reason. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon. I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain. There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects, so we used the only resources we had. Each other. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it. That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope. Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time, no. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
How much rook do I lose for doing that? 34%. That's a lot. Maybe she might be better than Phineas actually. Try it the other way. Let's go on side 4. It's hard, isn't it? Not 84. Okay, so I'm up that to 100. Let's go for them. get these things up. Um, what menu save? Oh, did I menu save before? Oh no, quick save. Oh. I'll give the board the thing.
That's far enough.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen. I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen. To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you.
The effort they put into killing their own people. They ought to redirect that toward, I don't know, actually helping out once in a while.
I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen. This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker. What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks. I'll tell you everything, just don't hurt them. Too many people have been harmed on my account.
That's a rare dose of sincerity for Byzantium.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. I believe that I could... Not for lack of trying. There are other teams. I'm desperate. It's been missing for over...
Imagine, look...
The board is uneasy about letting the... Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice...
I try not to.
I hope... everything... You won't regret this. I'm still far from the breakthrough I need, but you're at least giving me a chance. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Give me one. You sure have an inflated sense of self-importance, but that doesn't make you wrong. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her, tidying up and such.
Right, sweet. Alright, we got those 3 doors going. Oh, maybe I'll do the neighbours. Oh yeah, 7 hack.
Nice and easy.
Oh, new lock actually.
Real slick. Nice going.
Dark matter bar, what the hell? Shoot him away.
My dear fellow.
Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice, it's the spacer's choice.
What's gotten into Bach mines?
Who's the robot? Oh, it's cool.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here, or... Yeah? Let's see it. Looks like your papers are in order. All right, go on through.
Who is the dude? Upstairs, I guess.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my guards. What are you doing here?
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term, which is why I'm dying to know what brought you here. Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course! It's Rockwell again, who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. You are a quick study, indeed. I've long suspected Rockwell of transacting business in my name, but this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out, and perhaps to set things right. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This colony's problems have always seemed to trickle down from the top. If we're set on fixing Halcyon, that's as good a place as any to start.
Exactly. And fix it we must.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. We're discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation of Halcyon. Is this not exhilarating? Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time. I dearly hope I'm not imagining this. Now, we've got to get into the HHC. That's in the Acropolis district, along with the other major corporate and government facilities. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more. all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let Halcyon crash. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis District.
Hot seconds.
Nice work.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing?
Really?
Well then, carry on.
Go for you. Let me downgrade a bit, please. Good. I'm pleasant. That's good. Going through. La la la.
Anyone got a smoke? Let's stop for now.